just giving them some opportunity here. Actually, it's not lagging, is it? I can't tell. I don't think it is. It's so small here, so I have enough screen space. Alright, so let us go into this game. What am I tapping for? I have no idea at all. So, let's go into this and introduce our players. In the upper right-hand corner, we have... And now Expert has started lagging. Are you genuinely serious? How? Why now? Oh, and then it just fixes itself. In the upper right-hand corner, we have our blue Zerg player from mYinsanity, Reynor. And down to the, up in the upper left-hand corner, we have our yellow pros player from MiA, CheeseKing, who didn't really know much about this map at all. He didn't have any idea as to the fact that it's a 4-player map. He was asking, is this a 4-player map? Can he spawn anywhere? So, CheeseKing really unaware of the map right now and how... And it'd be interesting to see how he plays on it, considering he probably hasn't played on it before, or if he has, it's been a very minimal amount of times, considering the questions he has been asking. Live chat hype, says CheeseKing94. Come on guys, CheeseKing's right, let's have a live chat. The chat is so dead today for so many of you watching. I know a bunch of you are watching over on Team Liquid, and you don't have the chat open, but do come along, do let us know who you're supporting, let us know if you're cheering on mYinsanity, let us know if you're cheering on Team MiA. Just let us know who you want to see taking some games today, taking some wins, and doing well in the team league, and just get involved. The chat's very nice. There's like literally 0 trolls around. It's a lovely place, so come get involved, come say hello, and yeah, just get involved a little bit. So, we are in this game. We have an access first into a fort here for CheeseKing and Adam's Gateway to follow this up. We had a pool opening from Reynor, who goes into his hatchery and now his gas, and that will be pretty much it for the early stages of this. We see the early builds, and I mean the Forge expand is actually quite interesting. I mean, we don't usually see Forge expands anymore. Sometimes if we do see them, more often than not, pretty much the only times we do see them, I guess, is when, say, the player wants to start with a cannon rush on a map, say, such as Inferno Pool, something like that, and then you go into the Nexus very quickly afterwards because you don't see the opportunity to cannon rush. And that's quite common on Inferno Pools because it's a very wide ramp. Now, the possibility here for CheeseKing is that he decided to go for a Forge build because he doesn't quite know the timings on this map. He doesn't know how soon his opponent can get across. He doesn't know how soon his opponent can get to his base, basically. So it's quite maybe important for him to be able to just have that cannon in early, just in case any weird timing does come out of the Zerg player, who right now is just about to find out that his opponent is in this upper left-hand position with this Overlord. His 2 Lings are heading down to the bottom left, but they don't find him there. Still come up to the top left now. And I mean, Reynor's coming at a time where he can see this gas, so clicking on that should give him a pretty rough estimate as to what build is going on in this game. And you should have a pretty good idea about what is happening. First scout of the game for CheeseKing, he's going to go over to the right hand side. Whether he saw that Overlord or not, I'm not too sure. If he did though, that will tell us why he's going to this right hand side first. Otherwise it might just be a little bit of luck. Reynor apparently not quite aware that cannon would be here, and does his first circling into it. Second Zergling, oh, taking a lot of damage off that side, but not quite going down there, as the probe will come in for a stab, and of course it will see this gas which has been taken early on. Zergling speed on the way, has pulled out just after 100, but will actually be now on the way over to try and block a third base, but that's going to come down. And CheeseKing seeing this actually doesn't really need to go into the main and see the gas. You know, seeing it come down this late, it pretty much confirms a gas is down early in this game, because what else are you going to be spending your minerals on if you had them early on? If you were gasless, why wouldn't you have a third base at this point, basically? So yeah, cool stuff. So, War Dog Leader, hello. I'm really good today, man. I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling good. I'm ready for a bunch of StarCraft. How are you today? Penguin in here. He's the 12-year-old wonder kid. Reynor is indeed only 12 years old, and he is indeed a wonder kid. He is pretty fantastic. And as these Lings are going to try and hit this front door and see if they can get anything done with it. Cannon will pick off one of them, and from here they're just going to have to back off now. As I'm just going to sit outside the base. We do have a robo facility finished up for CheeseKing, with 3 Garies coming down in the back, looking as though he's trying to really hide all of this, as the Overlord trying to start coming into scout, but still going to intercept this very early on. And I'll go down here. Warpism is the choice of play initially from this robo, but with yeah, with any robo build, there's always that possibility of immediately just straight afterwards Chrono boosting out some Immortals. So that is what we're beginning to see. The Immortal production begins. Right now, Reynor really has no idea about what's going on at all. He actually hits a supply block from losing his Scout Overlord, which is a little bit painful, considering he has no units on this side of the map. He only has these lings over here. A War Prism could actually do a hell of a lot of damage, but it looks as though he's going to get quite fortunate, and CheeseKing will actually stop to warp in first here. Picks up 4 Zealots, and now will maybe head towards that natural. These links are out of position, and while he isn't supply block now, we do just see a Hydro Den being put down, drones, and now some more Zerglings. So you'll get some units in to start dealing with this, but these first 4 Zealots could maybe do quite a bit of damage as the second Immortal starts up in production for CheeseKing. Oh, he's trying to crap trap like a queen, but he doesn't quite get it there as the Zerglings run in here. Some more Zealots going to be warped in, and these first set of Zerglings getting taken down very quickly. +1 now finishes, so if you thought them first set of Zerglings went down very quickly, well, the next set of Zerglings are going to go down hella quick as well. Hydro Den on the way up, remember, but if Reynor takes a lot of damage to this, he might find himself in a little bit of trouble here, honestly, because the follow-up with the Immortals is going to be very, very powerful. These links trying to come in once again, but Zealots destroy Zerglings in this sort of position, and especially with that +1 upgrade against no upgrades of the Zerglings, he's slowly working down that hatchery, he's slowly chasing down drones and queens. It feels as though a little bit as though he's not really committing to anything in particular. He's about to lose his War Prism because I don't think he's expecting Hydralisks to start coming out of here, but okay, he just moves it back in time, and that's actually pretty huge here, moving the War Prism back, because he really does need that to help him with his incoming push, which will be hitting here very soon. Overall, this wasn't too bad for Reynor then. He lost a lot of Zerglings, he maybe didn't drone as much as he would have liked, but he didn't lose a ton of drones, so it could have gone a lot worse. But will he have enough to kind of hold off the follow-up here? Third Immortal on the way out, the extra gateways are on the way in. He's already got a lot of Ling Hydra coming in, he's now starting to drone as well, but also putting down the Spire. I'm just a little bit worried that a set of Stalkers also are just going to be more than enough to really deal with these Hydralisks. I mean, really, there's just not that much here. Another Hydra will find a War Prism, and CheeseKing needs to move that away very, very quickly. He's going to fly over the Hydras, though, and with Kaya stepping, it will get taken down. So the War Prism taken down here as the first few units start to move out of this base. Some Zerglings are going to bite the dust as a couple more sentries get warped in, and he's probably maybe going to have to pull a probe. I mean, he's got another War Prism on the way. Maybe he wants to wall off this position here, though, before he does move out. He's actually about to hit a supply block as CheeseKing, so an extra couple of pylons would not go amiss anyways. As he warps another sentry. That is now, oh my god, 14 sentries in total. Wow. So, 14 sentries are currently marching across the map with 3 Immortals to try and hit this time, to try and take down Reynor. Reynor might be in a bit of trouble here. He's been supply blocked once again. He's got a lot of money, which is in the bank and not in units right now. And he's got a lot of Hydras without really Lings in front to tank for them, which is never really a good sign. Up until a couple of moments ago, he was down in army supply as well, and this doesn't look great initially here. Zealots being warped in for CheeseKing. Can the Hydras just have a little bit too much DPS? The force fields need to be good. They need to really shut down and a lot of this Hydralist DPS, and that's exactly what they're doing. A lot of the Hydras stuck in the back, not really able to fight, and that lack of numbers here now from Reynor is really going to start to be apparent. And again, the Hydra's going to get cut in half here, so that CheeseKing only has to fight half the armor at the time, only take half the damage possible at time, and you can see this is just going to be a steamroll from this Immortal Sentry train. Choo-choo! As he rolls on into the third base here on Iron Forest. Nope, he's missing this station, and he's actually going to head towards the natural, where there's only 2 Hydras, a couple more on the way out, and continually popping out of Vex, but it's just not going to be enough. This hatchery will go down. Already some Overlords taking some damage. A couple of Overseers biting the dust as well as they fly in. And Reynor. That first War Prism, I mean, we said it didn't really do loads, and yeah, it didn't kill many drones, but I just think it took him so long to clean it up, which was the real issue. And so he had to make way more units than he really should have needed to deal with it, because he let too many Zealots warp in, and from there, you know, you aren't on as many drones as you initially meant to have, and then you're droning instead of making units at the same time, and you're all over the place. Of course, the supply block, just as this army was moving out, didn't help either. And Reynor down on 30 supply. Gonna have to tap out of this game with a GG, and CheeseKing never played the map, but that doesn't matter if you're just gonna Immortal Sentry. And with that, he puts MiA into this series